Rec League Podcast. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family, tell your haters. Available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Breaker, and Stitcher. At Rec League Podcast on Facebook, YouTube, and on Instagram. At Rec League Pod on Twitter. Episode 18 coming soon. Yo, whether you watching this from Facebook, Twitter, click the link in my Instagram or YouTube itself. What up, world? So I just watched Godzilla, King of the Monsters. It's the sequel to the 2014 Godzilla. It is the third movie overall in the MonsterVerse, and it stars Kyle Chandler, Vera Farmiga, Millie Bobby Brown, Ken Watanabe, Sally Hawkins, Zhang Ziyi, Osei Jackson Jr., Charles Dance, and it is directed by Michael Daugherty. And off top of my head, I know that he directed Trick or Treat, like that the horror anthology from like 12 or so years ago. Other than that, I don't know what else he's done. If you want to get a shout out in my review of either X-Men Dark Phoenix, or is it just titled Dark Phoenix, or The Secret Life of Pets 2, stay tuned to the end of the video to figure out how you can do that. So there's a prelude, because you got to connect the current human characters to the first movie, and then there is other human characters. There's new human characters that they had to connect to the first one. Ken Watanabe, Sally Hawkins, Monarch, they're in this one too. And then the human characters make a decision, and that awakens Godzilla, Rodan, Ghidorah, Mothra, and like those are the big players. And of course, if it's like you saw the first movie, civilization gets destroyed. So you add more monsters, more civilization is going to get destroyed. And there has to be one of these monsters to keep the other ones in check. I think we know who that is. I really dig Gareth Edwards' 2014 Godzilla. It's like, man, it's like art, man. It's like it's a slow build up, and it's when Godzilla's revealed, it's like one of the coolest moments of this decade for me. And then Kong Skull Island was super fun. The pacing was faster, and it was crazier. This one is good, but I won't say it's as good as those two. The human performances are good. Like Kyle Chandler is like one of those you never like expect him. Like oh, we're casting for this big summer movie. Like Kyle Chandler is like 234th on the list of lead actors. But he's good. He's good when he's in a movie. Like I can go back to Super 8, I can go further back. I feel like he was on the show Early Edition in the 90s, but I might be tripping and I might be getting off base. I've liked Vera Farmiga in what I've seen her in ever since Running Scared with Paul Walker, ever since The Departed. And their family, Millie Bobby Brown is their daughter, and like they're all intertwined in the Monarch webbing. And like I said, like a decision is made, multiple monsters are awoken, and these like that's what I feel like that's what people go to a Godzilla movie for. The Godzilla battles are cool. Like the poster behind me is taken from like that's a still from the movie. It's a cool scene. I thought like of the it's easy to say Ghidorah is like the coolest of the new monsters, but like Mothra was cool. Rodan is like we need 4. Like might as well put Rodan. He's in the Godzilla lore. Like there are relationships between these monsters that I'm not gonna front. Before the 1998 Roland Emmerich Godzilla movie, I don't know anything about the history of Godzilla. I don't know who his allies are. I don't know who his enemies are. I know there's a robot Godzilla out there somewhere. Mecha Godzilla maybe, and like the battles are dope. Like the battles are serious. I feel like Bradley Whitford, Thomas Middleditch, they're only in this movie for humor. I don't know, like Warner Brothers, the MonsterVerse producers wrote down, hey, the first Godzilla was complained about not having enough humor. So let's throw these two actors in there and everything they say will be to be funny. I didn't think they were funny. I like both actors enough, and I didn't think they were funny. Um, I think Millie Bobby Brown was in here for name recognition. Period. Like I like Stranger Things. Stranger Things is probably one of the last remaining shows that I really like on Netflix. Um, and she's honestly probably the biggest draw as far as cast. Like Kyle Chandler, Vera Farmiga, they're good actors, but like nobody's saying, oh, let's go see the new Kyle Chandler movie. Somebody's gonna say, oh snap, 11 from Stranger Things is in a movie. I want to see that, and it's Godzilla. I really want to see that. She was just in the way. Her character just got in the way and was just a reason to give the adults something to do, because it's not like they could put boxing gloves on and go up against Ghidorah and throw a left hook at him and then get bit by his other one of his other heads. I don't know. Like I heard, like I don't know. Like y'all know I don't care about Rotten Tomatoes. Again, I don't care about Rotten Tomatoes. They shit on this movie, and I like feel like they missed the point. Like somebody's always complaining about something, and it's just Godzilla just happened to be in the crosshairs this weekend because it's the big budget special effects sequel that so that like and also like I got off on a Rotten Tomato tangent. I'm getting on this tangent. They missed the perfect setup for Godzilla versus Kong that comes out next March. See, I just deleted basically like a whole like in scene spoiler, but I'm not gonna put that in there. You gonna see the movie, you know. Like I just trust me when I say that Warner Brothers MonsterVerse Legendary, they missed a genius opportunity to set up Godzilla versus Kong. And then the post credit scene. I don't know. There is a post credit scene. There are like articles, like you know how the opening credits of the first Godzilla in 2014 had like news articles and archive footage, and the credits for King of the Monsters had that. That's kind of the setup for Godzilla versus Kong, which I thought was lazy. There's a post-credit scene that I don't know if it's gonna tie into Godzilla versus Kong. I don't know if it's supposed to set up Godzilla 3. I don't know where the MonsterVerse goes after Godzilla versus Kong, but I am interested. I won't bore y'all anymore, man. Just know that the human characters were fine. The monsters were cool. The monster battles that everybody is gonna buy a ticket to watch anyway were very dope. The effects were very dope. I think this is a solid sequel to the original and another cool MonsterVerse entry, but I don't think it's as good as the first Godzilla or Skull Island. With all that being said, man, in my opinion, I will say that Godzilla King of the Monsters is dope. Have you seen it? Where do you rank it among the three MonsterVerse entries? And if you know Godzilla lore like that, man, where do you rank these modern American made Godzilla movies among all the Godzilla movies? Because I'm curious. If you want that shout out in my X-Men Secret Life of Pets review, within $2 million higher or lower, man, how much will Godzilla make opening weekend? Be the first, be the closest, get your guesses in by noon Central Time Sunday. I've recently posted reviews for Aladdin, for Brightburn, John Wick, Chapter 3, Parabellum, Long Shot, The Hustle, whatever. Pikachu came out with The Hustle, X-Men, Secret Life of Pets next weekend. The weekend after that, Men in Black, Shaft, Rec League episode 18. We gonna do something hopefully a little smaller. So stay tuned for that. That'll be out Sunday, Monday, man. Like, subscribe, comment. Find me where you find me, man. Don't know where to find me. Watch these credits. Peace.